It will be for the Super Fight Championship.
Here we go.
This is the clash of the lightweight titans. World Extreme Fighting 8. Going platinum. Pele versus Miletich. Both men are accomplished on their feet, on the ground. Anything can happen in this fight. Good jab by Pele. Miletich shoots in. Now here we see Miletich doing just what everybody said he would do, and that's to shut down Pele to a certain extent. Pele has got great knees.
I tell you, in a pre-fight interview, Stephen, Pele made an interesting comment. He said that Pat Miletich is the 8 ball for this fight. I think the reference he was making is he's been playing cool in the NHB world for several years, and this is the 8 ball he needs to see to become the #1 lightweight fighter in the world, as we see Pele Landy work the takedown on Pat Miletich.
I think that this is going to be an interesting fight. What Miletich needs to do is pretty much what he's doing. He needs to slow Pele's pace down. He needs to do what Horn did to Nogueira and basically make Pele fight his fight. That was a beautiful left hand. Pele goes for a leg lock. Pele is going for a straight Achilles lock. He's trying to turn it over. I don't think he's going to be able to get this on Miletich, but the fact that he's going for it shows that Pele is not afraid to try wild things.
Well, in the interview, Pele also made the comment that one of his biggest attributes is he lets his spirit fly when he fights. And we certainly know he lets his knuckles, feet, and everything else fly as well.
As we just saw, Pele missing with the high roundhouse.
Okay, now we're in stand-up mode. We can expect to see punches from Miletich, punches, kicks, and knees from Pele. I expect a low kick from Pele any minute.
Said in his pre-fight interview that he felt that Landy was a very, very tough character. Wow. Nice front kick there by Pele Landy. That he felt that Pele Landy was...
There's the low kick.
That he felt that Pele Landy was a very, very tough character, but he was only as tough as you let him be, and that he wasn't going to let him get going. We'll see if Pat can apply the pressure and keep that from happening.
Now they're in the clinch. Pat knows to get close. He doesn't want to be in the tie clinch. Pele underhooks. I expect the left knee of Pele. Body punches on Miletich. Pele going over the top. Nothing there. Good body punch by Pat. Pat blocking Pele's right knee. Another good body punch. There's the left knee. There's a lot of respect, obviously, between these two fighters by the way they are fighting. They know they can't make a mistake.
He's grabbing my gloves. Let go of the glove. Let go of the glove.
I think we felt that there may be a feeling out period here, a bit of conservatism. As we know, Pele gets going as the fight progresses. He really starts to find his stride, to find his mark. Pat's game plan has always been to fight his fight and his fight only. It's really interesting to see where this heads.
Pat turning Pele back into the cage. Good ploy, good strategy by Pat.
Hands off the trunks. Hands off the trunks. Let's go. Come on.
Attempted elbow there by Pele. Just landed on the top of Pat's shoulder. Nothing on it, per se. Pat is doing what he does. Some have said that Pat is not the premier fighter when it comes to excitement. There's a good knee by Pele, but he is there to win.
As I said earlier, Steve, he just goes out and imposes his game plan on everyone that he fights. He does not get ruffled. He does not get hurried. He does not get impatient. He imposes his game plan on the other fighters, and that's certainly his biggest strength. He fights his fight.
But that's the third knee in a row that Pele has landed to the body. A little fake knee with the left, then knee with the right. Another knee to the body. These will add up later. Pele tries for the suplex. Another knee. Pele kneeing to the body. Pat punching to the body with the right hand. Pele's having his way with a knee, and a nice takedown by Pele.
Exact same takedown that he scored actually earlier with against Pat.
He's got side mount. He's not going to rush into anything.
Pat staying very calm, but sort of a disadvantage to be up against the cage pinned in like that.
Pele has fought a number of his fights in Brazil with headbutts. It must be a little bit of a conscious effort to not throw the headbutt in a fight like the World Extreme Fighting rules, which do not allow headbutts.
I tell you, it's interesting that you say that because we saw Mark Colin briefly earlier, and that was one of his biggest assets was headbutts, and when those were taken away.
Pele jumps up and lands right stomp kick. Beautiful stomp kick, and then he catches miletich on the way up.
Stephen, did you see the vertical leap that Pele just instituted?
It looked like Michael Jordan to me. Well, maybe not that. It looks like Pele is trying to get into Miletich's head. Pele, when he saw Miletich at the hotel, had an interesting way of greeting him. He took off his jacket and walked over to him and looked him right in the eye and shook his hand. Pele throws the left hand. Pat's throwing punches. Now, Pele goes for the jump knee. Pat tries to punch his way out. Another knee by Pele.
Pele looking very strong there in that tie clinch.
Tie clinch is not where Pat wants to be. He can punch his way out, but Pele, if he lands one knee on the chin, Pat is cut.
There is a small amount of blood coming out of it appears to be over the right eye of Pat Miletich, Stephen.
I don't believe the cut, though, will actually take Pat out of the game plan. You don't come in and fight somebody of Pele's stature and not understand you're not going to get cut. So I believe, Pat understands that, you're going to take some hits against Pele, but
it's interesting, with the exception of about 3 body shots, Pat has not landed a great deal of punches to Pele. This is exactly as we expected because Pele has thrown the knee and Pat has thrown the punch. They've clinched. Not a lot of ground. Nice elbow by Pat Miletich, though. It was more of a forearm strike, but still, nonetheless.
Steve, there's a welt on the left leg of Pat Miletich, which we had a good look at there for a moment.
As I said before, some of the stand-up and striking in the earlier matches is mainly done not for cosmetic reasons, but it was done to score points. Pele has got dangerous strikes.
Nice foot stomp there by Pat Miletich on Pele.
wait, what? Excuse me, I'm sorry, Steve. Go ahead.
That was a good thing. Where Pele, he can low kick a guy one time, and then the welt will form. And that's the end of round 1. A very, very interesting and technical match. Looks like John is warning him about something. Pat's in his corner, on his knees. Pat looks a little bit flustered or something. Something's wrong with Pat Miletich.
You can't fight, you're done. You done? Pat, you fight another day, brother.
This is terrible. Pat is limping around. It looks like he can't continue. Something's wrong. This is terrible.
He does have a minute to recoup here. It'd be interesting to see what happens.
Pele looks unscathed. Is over. Pele goes out and shows the respect. There's no hard feelings. He's back. Oh, what a terrible disappointment for Pat Miletich. Pele Landi had a lot of good strikes in the first round and may have squeaked out the first round, but there was a whole fight ahead of us. But Pat's back went out. Our heart goes out to Pat Miletich.
Wow, a disappointing end to a much anticipated fight. I'm sure we'll have a rematch or a matchup of this in the future. What an unfortunate event for Pat Miletich.